and feel free. Do you think that Brock Lesnar would have to be absolutely dominant against Omos for him to be back in some type of title contention?
I think
Brock just need to
the
retire.
biggest thing with that, yeah, I think the biggest thing with that is the comparison factor. So you have Omos. I mean, Bobby Lashley struggling to beat Omos, but he pulled out the win. You have Bobby Lashley running through Brock Lesnar and pulling out a win. Then you're gonna have Brock Lesnar run through Omos and pull out a win. Like it's just the circle. Just it sounds dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like Brock couldn't beat Bobby. Bobby struggled with Omos. Brock is gonna beat Omos with no problem.
Nope.
That just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So, and again, if Omos pulls out the win, where does that go? Where does it take him? Where does he go from there? If you're not going to push this man who should have gotten a title shot a long time ago, I thought that was going to be a thing for him in terms of Roman Reigns when he didn't have anybody to step in the ring with him. That would have been a great opportunity to do it. If you're not going to push this man towards a title of some kind, then what do you have him for? You know what I'm saying? I mean, he is a very large man who should be running ruckshot through everybody that stands in the ring with him. But he's having issues of being able to show his dominance, to show his size and his power that everyone is trying to make it out that he has. The whole match with him and Braun Strowman was the factor of us saying, okay, this dude can really get busy with the larger guys. Now you're going to put him in there with Brock Lesnar and then kind of get thrown over the place. I think the biggest thing for as far as Suplex City goes, in order for the fans to get invested in this match, you have to have Brock and Omos stand face to face. Let Brock attempt to do the suplex and fail at it, and let Omos slam him on his back to make the fans say, you know what? I think Omos is going to run through Brock Lesnar. And then when we have the match at WrestleMania, let Omos run through him. Let Brock get at least one good suplex out of nowhere. Possibly F5, possibly not. Who knows? But it makes the match more entertaining and more watchable.
I can see that. Chef, you're about to make a comment. Go ahead, sir.
I forgot what I was about to say.
you were saying Brock needs to retire.
Yeah, he do need to retire. He needs to, I mean, because I understand why they keep bringing Brock back. He brings a lot of money with him. He brings his fans, his fan base. But everybody want to keep watching Brock. Just all of a sudden pop up, super F5 a couple people, and then back. No, that's the same storyline. Rewrite this. Rewrite it. Come out with something else. Like have Brock Lesnar come out and get somebody F5 him a couple times. You're like it gets boring at the moment. I can't keep watching the same thing over and over. And like if I see that Brock Lesnar run through Omos, I ain't watching wrestling no more.
Oh man, we'll see, man. That's going to be a hell of a challenge for Brock Lesnar, man. I mean, Omos is a big guy, man. I seen Omos. When he playing with his hands, it just looks so massive. Like I don't understand. And then you look at his hands compared to like MVP's head. It's like that dude got some big ass fingers, man. Like he can
He
thump you
does.
in the head and knock you out. So it's interesting to see this matchup. You right. I would rather, to be honest with you, I would rather have switched this up. I would rather have seen Bray Wyatt versus Omos and maybe Brock and Bobby again, or I would have did Brock Lesnar and Bray Wyatt. But then Bobby would need a competitor, and that's
I
and that's the problem because I don't want to see Bobby and Omos fighting against each other. That don't make sense for me. But
yeah.
yeah, let's go
I
ahead
would
and
I would like to see. I would like to see Braun Breaker and
There
Brock
you go.
Lesnar.
That'd be a good one.
That would
Braun
be
Breaker and Brock Lesnar would be money on top of money on top of money. And Brock's promos are taking away his whole mystique of being the beast. Because he's just trying to be funny now. He's just saying jokes and things like that. You're not looking very beastly now. And his
I
hands
I
his
I
hands
don't
are
I
massive.
don't
I still
all the
gotta
way
admit that.
agree with that because as an entertainment portion, I wanted this from Brock Lesnar, but Brock doesn't have Paul Heyman in him. Brock doesn't have that mouthpiece that can keep things interesting, that can keep things sharp. But Cowboy Brock, I love Cowboy Brock because Cowboy Brock is funny. And the most dangerous person in the room, somebody that can make you laugh and whoop your ass at the same time. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the most dangerous person. Somebody that can make you laugh, crack jokes on you, and whoop your ass at any moment. That is a terrifying person because you don't know where he's going to go with that. Um, Man, and to be honest with you, once I thought he was going to kind of beat on MVP early, but he kind of let MVP live. He even shared a little bit of his strength. He had some white lightning. Well, we could, both of us from the country, but we know what white lightning is. That's that. That's that. When you smell it, it just burns all your nose hairs. It gives you instant headache. Um, that is some strong stuff. Some shine, a little bit of shine. He gave MVP some shine. MVP spit the shine in Brock Lesnar's face. Brock Lesnar started wiping his face, laughed at MVP, and then F5'd him. Uh, he did a Family Guy fall. Did you see how he fell? Yeah, the Family Guy fall when somebody fall and their hand behind their back. You know what I'm saying? Put on the chair, hand behind their back, everything all which ways. Listen, I thought his shoes was gonna come off. Last time that Brock Lesnar F5 MVP, both of his shoes came off. So I love when somebody wears a suit and they get F5, then their shoes just fly off. That's always a trophy symbol for me. But like I said, we'll see how the Brock Lesnar versus Omos goes and if they're building this story to be interesting or not. Fellas, we also saw a segment, man, with your boy Seth Rollins, and he had the Miz in the ring. First of all, I absolutely love Seth Rollins' entrance. I loved it live. I love it every time he comes out. The fans get really into it. He dances so funny. Um, now we have Seth Rollins and Logan Paul doing the face-to-face next week, and it's possibly going to be Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul at WrestleMania. I told y'all about it. I spoke about it a little bit. I said it might possibly happen after he threw him out after WrestleMania, and at the Royal Rumble. And I really want to see this match, and I think this is going to be my sleeper match that's going to tear the house down. To be honest with you, how you guys feel about Seth versus Logan Paul? Let me go, LPZ.
I think it's gonna be a decent match. I think it's gonna be better than if it would have been John Cena versus Logan Paul. I think Seth would give a better match than Cena would have gave him. Seth needed something to do. I didn't want to see him wrestle Austin Theory no damn more. So I think it's gonna work out to be it might steal the show.
Yeah, I think it's going to steal the show, man. Mr. Everything, how do you feel about this match, and do you think it has the potential to steal the show at WrestleMania?
Uh, from what we've seen with Logan Paul, yes, I do feel as though it could be a show stealer. It's definitely a sleeper. But I think the pressure is on for Logan Paul because now everyone's got their eyes on him to see what he's capable of doing. And is it me or does Logan Paul appear every time his brother has a fight?
Hey, that man is a marketing genius, bro. Don't get mad at him. He ain't a marketing genius, but he's good at marketing. You got to admit,
Yeah,
he knows how to promote. You got to get
yeah.
to him.
See, seems every time Logan Paul comes up, Jake Paul has a fight coming up, and that's the kind of the premise of all their promos. Like, oh, your brother's gonna get knocked out, and it's like you're gonna get knocked out, and like, oh no, that's not what's gonna happen because we know how to fix things, because boxing is fixed. Boxing is fixed.
Okay. All right. You heard it. You heard it first. You heard it first.
But I think
that.
it's gonna be good. And like I said, the pressure is on for Logan because everyone has seen what he's been able to do in terms of getting in the ring with The Miz, Roman Reigns, and now he's gonna get in the ring with one of the best top performers in WWE right now, Seth Rollins. So I think the promos need to step up a little bit in order for us to really get invested in this.
Yeah, man. Let me go over to the Best Damn Nation, man. Mama Everything, she said, I think Mr. Everything can beat all of them. All right, you know what I'm saying? Hey, whooping ass and taking names, Mr. Everything.
Bobby. Beat Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby got him.
You said Bobby got him? Yeah,
Bobby
you know what?
Hey,
Bobby did get him, right?
Hey, listen. That wasn't my fault. The other two guys got in the way. I had them. I was putting a boost to them. The other two guys got in the way. The skirt just wasn't doing it for me, and it kind of got. I didn't want my stuff there. I didn't want to do the Marilyn Monroe, so I got. But next time, I promise you.
Yeah. Next time.
Yeah.